on my person. It's the opposite way. But anywho, so I just met up with my sister-in-law, my dude sister, whatever, and I just want to address a thing or two. Like, you don't have to be nasty to anybody to decline to them, whatever. I am who I am. I am unapologetically me, and I don't feel no certain way. So it's just like, one thing I want to say, it's like guys nowadays, men, males, niggas, dudes, boys, whatever you want to call them, human beings with penises that identify themselves as straight, whatever, all that. But with all that being said, I really feel like there's a shortage of, bitch, this motherfucker just turned in front of me. I feel like there's a shortage of people feeling like consideration, respect, and all that is needed, and it is. I have 5 children. I have 2 young ladies and 2 young men and a baby, little boy. And it's like, let me say this. I feel like, I don't care what the fuckery it is that they do, can't nobody ever say that my kids are not respectful. And that's because that's how I raised them. And I don't feel no certain way different about that shit. I just know sorry. I just know that I'm glad I raised my sons the way that they are, because they don't act like these fuck punk ass niggas in the bar, the club, the wherever. They just don't have no manners, you know. I don't know if it's that they're scared of rejection or they feel some type of way, but I do feel like, I just feel like every man, anybody with any dignity or anything, chivalry, all that, should act accordingly. I mean, if somebody acting like a gutter wench, treat like a gutter wench. Treat like a bitch, a hoe, or whatever, treat her that way. But if she got some respect about herself, the audacity of you to be negative, nasty, and inconsiderate shows the bitch in you. And I'm just gonna end it on that. Let me just tell y'all, like, I don't really have too much time to myself or by myself, kids sleep or not. It's like, you know, I got my lash room / YouTube / podcast room. I got my office, but then I got my room, you know, and the rest of the house. I'm tired. But anyway, and then it's like, I still try to do as much as I can with the energy that I have. But then I noticed that a lot of people see me as the Energizer fucking bunny. That I am not. And it's like, I want to do everything. I want to be there. I want to be attentive, considerate, and everything. But I just gotta, you know, real life is real life. And when your body say you can't, you can't. And there's a difference between laziness and you just not being able to. And a lot of people don't understand that difference. And it's like, I could say no, I could say yes, no, maybe so, whatever. It's my body and my mind and my time, energy, and all that I'm willing to sacrifice. So if I say no, or if I don't want to do it, I don't. Sorry, another yawn. But anyway, and then I'm just gonna tell you, this new generation of kids, and I mean generation, like, my oldest is from 98 and my youngest is from 2017. But I'm not even talking about dating, because he don't count, because he only 3. But everybody else, it's like, they have this mentality that they are entitled to certain shit. And it's like, no, I wasn't given anything I got, I worked for. I worked my hand, I figured it out, and that's what it was. I forgot what I was saying, but let me just speak on the generation we live in today, it's like, it's weird because men, and I'm not saying all, so if this doesn't pertain to you, shut the fuck up. But if it does, maybe you need to listen and figure some shit out. And maybe if it does, you just need to step back and handle that shit somewhere else with your gay ass. But what is up with these guys supporting more of their niggas or dudes or friends or whatever the fuck they call them before they fuck with somebody, a woman who is about their shit and trying to get a better, you know what I'm saying, grip on life with a bunch of shit? Like, where is that? Where is the consistency? Where is the I got your back before I got a nigga that's like me back? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I see a lot of guys who will degrade women but uplift men. Like, where is that coming from? Like, come on. Like, what the fuck? You really would rather shout out this nigga who ain't taking care of all his kids, who wear designer, who smoke or sell all the weed in America, smoke or sell all the dope in America, or whatever the case may be, before you would uplift a black woman who always has your back. Like, let's just be clear. It's more women that will deal with a man who had a baby before there's a man who would deal with a woman who had a baby on him by another man. Let's just be clear. Let's just set the record straight. Let's just set it out here. Let's get into it, okay? Like, that pisses me off. Like, out of everybody on my, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people on my timeline, it's like, what? You're really mad at a bitch? Or a woman, a female, a lady, whatever, a queen, a princess, whatever, a tadpole, I don't know what the fuck. However, what I'm saying is, it's more men up a nigga's ass, up a male's ass, a dude, or whatever, you know, that's sad, before they is on the woman's side. It's like, you got your girl holding it down, taking care of the household, keeping it clean, paying the bills, cooking, cleaning, and let me just insert a parenthesis, us too. And I said parenthesis because I mean parentheses, but I said parenthesis. So let me just insert that shit, okay? Now, I don't cook, clean, or none of that shit for a nigga. Let's just be clear. I have 5 kids, and yes, I have a man. He just happens to benefit from the woman that I am, of the shit that I do. I don't do none of that shit specifically, typically for him. And when my kids are grown up and out of here, I'm still not going to do it for him. It's something I do that he happens to benefit from. So I saw a post the other day that says something about gender roles. And do you believe in them? Yes, I do. I do. Because there's certain shit that women do and can do, and there's certain shit that men do and that they can do or should do, and vice versa, whatever. So, for instance, it'll be a somebody dusty, musty, crusty, funky ass son that'll be like, I'm hungry and I should have my food ready when I come home. Well, what did you do? What did you do? Because you could have that. But if a woman has to get off of a job that she worked 9 times out of 10 from 8 to 5 or whatever, come home or pick up some kids, drop them off, practice, daycare, grocery store, whatever you gotta do, and then get home. And let's just be clear, nobody took anything out, so everything's frozen, and you might have to go to the store, or if you do got it in the house, you got to unfreeze it, and time is going to take. Let's just be clear about a thing or 2 or 3 or motherfucking 4, okay? If you want a gender role, you have to be ready to accept your gender role as well. And then some men want the gender role without the commitment, the stand up, the respect, the consideration. To me, gender roles should only be adhered to if you're married or about to get married, or maybe leading up to you got to be married, because I honestly feel like that kind of enhances why you are in love with that person and give a fuck about that person and want to be with that person. Okay, so if that's the case, you worried about what a woman should do for you. What are you doing for the woman? And then this goes both ways. You're worried about a man doing something for you, but what are you doing for the man? I'm going to speak personally. I'm going to speak from a past relationship into the beginning. I have the same 24 hours that everybody else has, right? So I may pick and choose my battles, but at the same time, I always say, I'm going to do what I need to do, and then I do what I want to do afterwards. So if I pick and choose and my need to do is me or my children or my household, my job, my school, and whatever, before a dude, a man, a male, somebody with a penis that's whipping it towards a pussy. Pussy. I didn't say pussy. I said pussy. Okay? If that is the case, and you want more out of the situation you got, you often have to give the energy to reciprocate that shit. So, if I'm busy waking up, going to work, getting kids off to school, and then coming home and going to school or practice for whatever sport, because I have 5 kids. Out of the 4, they played every sport possible. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, you have to be willing to do your part before you can expect anyone to do their part. And that's just on Mary Had a Little Motherfucking Lamb, okay? Like, you can't want somebody to do some shit, but you ain't willing or haven't done the shit you're supposed to do. Because, like, for instance, whether I pay for the shit or not, if you go get an oil change, you probably think I need an oil change. So you should take my car too. And as a man, you really should pay for it. And I say that because if you pay for it, and I go to the store and I say, he said he needed some drawers, he needed some socks, he needed some undershirts, he needed a snack, he wanted this or whatever that. I'm just telling you right now, if I gotta take care of myself and everything that I need to do, I really don't give a fuck what you need or what you need money for. Because I don't not need money for. I'm just saying, like, I'm not thinking of you because you weren't thinking of me. And that's any relationship. It's like friendship, mothership, fathership, siblingship, any relationship you have. If you don't put in your part, and then you expect so much from the other side, then you got shit twisted and shit will never be right. That's just the end all be all. I'm just being serious. Like, I'm not even picking sides or none of that shit, because I know there's women out there who don't do, and I know there's men out there who don't do. Either way it goes, it don't affect me, because whether I have 5 kids and 2 baby fathers, and 4 kids have 1 baby father, and then whatever. So I don't expect shit from their dad, and I don't expect shit from my youngest son's dad. But I will not exclude you, because it's your role, right? However, if you don't, please don't get it twisted. It's definitely gonna be taken care of, okay? So it's fucked up that, you know, with the day and age that we live in, you don't have the same. I mean, it was already dwindling down even with my generation, but you already had the situation to where people are not as gender role ready, if that's a phrase, a word, or whatever. And in order for things to work a certain way, they have to be. And if you're not ready to shift, adjust, compromise, discuss, communicate, or whatever, then there's always just going to be a long, drawn-out situation. So, figure it out. Only am I set out for you motherfuckers today.